Hello everyone, Rose here. Tonight I'm reacting to Foodie Beauty's deleted live called Moody Beauty, along with some extra stuff that I found on Twitter. So I have been gone all day doing stuff and avoiding reacting to Foodie today because the stuff that I saw last night was really getting me angry. The things that she was saying about BBJ was really getting me heated, so I wanted to calm down and do a calm reaction, but I cannot guarantee in this reaction that I'm going to stay calm, that I'm going to be nice. I'm in that kind of mood where I don't feel like being nice to Foodie, especially after the things she said about BBJ. But let me go ahead and share the screen so you guys can see what I see. All right, one moment. So there's the newest video by Foodie called "Thank You for Your Concern." It's really strange, really weird. We'll get to that in a moment, but let's go to my Twitter first. All right, so let me just go all the way to the top because I found a bunch of stuff of interest on Twitter. So this is from Shenanigans. Shenanigans says she stuffed up putting on lipstick and messing with her nose. Now, when have we known her to act like this? When she was with Natter. It's really strange. Foodie claims to have a new man in her life, and she says that she's making changes, but yet she's doing the exact same behaviors that she was doing when she was with Natter. The stuffed up nose is there, the binge eating is there, getting high is there, going back to the outhouse is there. All of this stuff was happening when she was with Natter. And it's really strange because in the beginning she was putting on an act of straightening up her act, not coming on camera high, and then she started slipping and coming on camera high, and then the binge eating came back into play. I mean, this is basically Foodie without her showing her fupa and her private parts. It's the same person, different clothing, but let's listen to this clip from Shenanigans.
If I stick to my word this time, I will not go live for a little while, but I want you to stick around because when I do, it's going to be really fun. Okay? Sofa's not blocked. I said he must never block nobody must ever block Sofa. No, I'm not okay with. Okay, look. We're going to try not to use the word, okay?
And something that I remember from way back when she was singing Natter, do y'all remember the live streams where she would come on camera and her voice would sound really, really weird, like her throat was bothering her? And she would sit there and drink endless amounts of cold drinks and ice cream because her throat was bothering her. And I don't know why her throat was bothering her. Could have been from the cocoa, could have been from something else, but she would always be just going for those cold drinks and those ice creams. And I'm noticing that she's drinking a lot of cold drinks now. And she's showing up with burn marks on her lips. And a lot of people have said, are those basically sores from the herbs? I could see why people are saying that. That's the first thing you would assume, seeing those marks on her lips. But if those were actual herb sores, I would imagine they would hurt so intensely she wouldn't be able to talk. So that's why I think they're burns. But the really weird voice is back, like something's going on with her throat. What are you doing, Foodie? Are you doing chemicals? What's going on with your throat that you're sucking down the cold drinks and your voice isn't sounding normal? Okay, next in line. Oh, I scooped. Okay, I'm including this. This is from Lean Cuisine Enthusiast. There's a reason why I'm including this, because Foodie is over there talking about BBJ. And she keeps mentioning that she's 20 years old and she's an old cat, she says, and she's lived a long life. And I've given her 20 years. And she's been talking about putting her down. Well, Foodie, this person on Twitter, Ling Cuisine Enthusiast, says, Wink was 19, 20 years old and acted like a kitten. I had a long day at work. I made myself pasta and walked away with the stove for a second. She jumped up and ate it with no jaw. I couldn't even be mad. If she managed to pull that off, she should have it. So Ling Cuisine Enthusiast had this cat, Wink, who is about the same age as BBJ. Wink doesn't have a jaw, was missing one eye, and she had her for about a year. And here's the cat. You know, this is Wink. I adopted her when she was 19, 20. She was shot in the face, had no jaw and one eye. The feeding was messy. She had special wet food, and I fed her on a trash bags. Then would give her a bath because she was covered in food. She was the best cat. I had her a year, and I'm grateful. Well, you know what, Link Cuisine Enthusiast? I don't know you, but I tip my hat to you that you took in an elderly cat and you took care of it and you gave it the best year of its life. And it's such a shame that people like Foodie Beauty, they have an elderly cat, and all that Foodie is thinking about is getting rid of her and putting her down. And she's not even trying to preserve her life. She's not even trying to give her a good quality of life. So I salute you for taking care of Wink. Okay, what else we got here? Lorna Katie says someone wants to out this visa. Okay, this is her talking about. This is her talking about BBJ. This is her talking about putting down BBJ.
BBJ going to the vet and not coming home. Sorry.
So she's high, and the idea of her cat going to the vet and not coming home, she's laughing about it. That tells you everything you need to know about how much Foodie cares for her pets. She doesn't care for them. They are just like pieces of furniture around her that they're just supposed to sit in a corner and do nothing. And she hates the fact that she has to actually take care of them. She's got to feed them. She's got to change the litter boxes, or somebody has to. And she's talking about having children, that she wants children. Foodie, if you can't handle a pet, you will not be able to handle a child, ma'am. I mean, you're not able to have children naturally, but if you can't handle a pet, trust me, a child is nothing to be trifled with. They're a big responsibility, and they're a responsibility for life. But you're over there laughing about putting BBJ down. And here is the kicker, y'all. A lot of people have come forward and said they would take BBJ. If Chantal wanted to get rid of BBJ, if she couldn't afford her or her medical bills, people have stepped forward and said they would take care of BBJ. No questions asked. But yet Foodie would rather take her to the vet and have her put down rather than give her a chance at whatever life she may have left. And this is why I couldn't do the react last night, because if I would have did it last night, I would have gone all the way off. Okay, this is from Lucky Lola. So Foodie Beauty never even bothered to give notice to her current property manager, and she sat there, rolled her eyes that they'd have the audacity to call and ask why she didn't pay her rent. Yeah, Foodie's been telling us the longest, oh, I don't have to pay my last month's rent. I mean, you pay when you move in. I guess you lied about that too. Let's see what she has to say.
The place didn't even know we were moving. They call us. They're like, "How come you didn't pay your rent this month?" I'm like, we don't have to pay our last month. You know that, right? We're moving."
If they knew that, and if that was policy, then why are they asking for last month's rent? Apparently that wasn't the agreement. So you're over there skipping out on rent, even though you make the money to pay rent, Foodie.
Moving, like I told you a couple months ago. And they're like, oh, they're like, so you're moving? I'm like, yes, we're moving. They're like, you don't want to stay here anymore? No, we don't want to stay. I'm not.
That's her trying to put this spin on that the property manager is so distraught that she's moving. Are you kidding me? They're probably going to be overjoyed to get her out of there. The amount of times the police have been to the house, the noise, the mess. I imagine that her house smells and that the neighbors can smell the stink. And considering how she doesn't clean the place and it attracts rodents, that could potentially mean problems for other tenants. So property manager, whoever you might be, if Foodie wants to move out, let her move out. Whatever she needs to do, let her move out. Trust me, you'll be thankful when she's gone.
I'm going to Iraq.
No, you're not. So that was the clip from, let me see, from Lucky Lola. All right, this is Gary Unfiltered. I love Gary. He just tells it like it is. This is from Your Adjustication saying, let's see, still love on my TV. Foodie Beauty asks for money to be sent to her PayPal twice, then catches herself, ends the stream, and immediately deletes it. Yeah, so you know what, Foodie? You have the audacity, ma'am. You over there making probably more money in a month than most of us see in several months, and yet you're going to go to your audience and ask for their money when you make more than anybody probably in your audience, most people. But yeah, this is Foodie e-begging for money, courtesy of Your Your Adjustication and Gary Unfiltered.
He didn't catch it the first time.
500,000 K. Will you guys send some to my PayPal for a uterus?
Seriously? Now, see, that's bullshit. No, that's fucking bullshit, Foodie. You literally sat here laughing. Can you send some money to my PayPal? So that's basically why you're on here, is to get money, because you see it's not going well in YouTube Studio for this month. And what you said here is, it's fucked up.
Yeah, it is effed up. Look, I am not all in Foodie's checkbook. I don't know how much she makes, but I'm sure she's making more than a few $1,000s. I mean, this woman by her words, from what Pete said, from what S-Jam has said on his live stream, she's moving into a 4-bedroom house. And even if it was a 1-bedroom apartment or a studio, it's nobody's responsibility but Foodie's to make the money to pay the rent. I mean, she signed on for a 4-bedroom house. By hook or by crook, she signed on for a 4-bedroom house. Once you do that, the bills and the rent are your responsibility. You shouldn't come to your audience and ask for additional money, because you're a fucking idiot and you spend all of your money, obviously, on drugs and food. How can you sit there and come to your audience and ask them for more money when you're sitting there ordering takeout 2 or 3 times a day? You're stuffed up, and obviously you're still doing edibles and God knows what else. Let me tell you something, ma'am. If you were really that broke, you wouldn't be buying takeout. You wouldn't be getting high. You wouldn't have the money for those things. Broke means you don't have money for anything except necessities. Obviously, you've got enough money because you're spending money on things that are not fucking necessities. Okay? Okay, what else we got here? Okay, this is from D. Angry Scott. Foodie Beauty is still making herself laugh at mocking someone with a physical disability right as Pete drops her load of McDonald's in front of her is fitting. All right, so like, what's this clip?
Touche, red flag. All right, I apologize, red flag. I apologize for my incent. No, I do apologize for my incent.
There, you see that? You see what she said? She said, I apologize for she was about to say being insensitive. Then she goes, no, I don't apologize. So she's not apologizing. She's not sorry. She's not sorry at all.
Sensitive. It's just oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
She's so high. She's so high.
It's just I had a visual of of her. Whoops.
Yet, right here. Look, Got a whole big bag from Uber Eats. This was on the same night when she actually got on stream and was saying, send money to my PayPal. For fucking what? More McDonald's? You don't need more McDonald's. You need less. How can you sit there and beg for money from your viewers who probably actually work for a living and they got families and they got bills and rent to pay for when you're sitting there plunking down bags of McDonald's right in front of the camera? How can you do that? Oh, and here's a clip about the new rent. And what's weird is that Chantal was complaining about rent at the villa being about $2,000. So the rent of the villa is like around $2,000, but this new 4-bedroom place is almost double that. Okay.
What should we order? I'm kidding. Okay, so
What? What? What should we order? And she's sitting there eating McDonald's. This is what I'm talking about. She's got an ED. She's got an eating problem. She's sitting there eating food and thinking about ordering more food. Food is one of her addictions. Food is one of her drugs. She's got several. Her first addiction is for attention. Okay. Second one is for food. Then you've got the men, the drugs, the shopping. Everything that she loves turns into an addiction or an obsession. But imagine that, eating and thinking about ordering more food while you're eating.
I just wanted to come on and say, my setback was at my last live stream. I'm supposed to be just focusing on positive stuff and working on one of my boundaries. Why I'm so upset that I went live and poured my heart out.
This was a clip from after the Moody stream, the one where she was crying about the married man.
Is because I was setting up a new boundary for myself that was also with you guys, like my audience, my users.
That makes no sense. So I'm going to get on live stream, beg money from people. And I also heard that you were crying about the married man. How in the world is that setting up boundaries? Setting up boundaries means you make rules for yourself and you stick with them. It has nothing to do with live streaming.
That I was going to value my privacy more.
You want to value your privacy more? Learn to shut up. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. If you value your privacy, learn to shut up. Learn to keep things private. Don't come on camera and get high and blab to the audience. It's just that simple, Chantal.
And when I go live so much, all I do is talk about my life.
Right.
Every little detail. Right down to how many milligrams I am on my medication.
You know, that's another thing. See, when Foodie gets high, when she acts up, she gives it a cute name, Beezing. You know why? Because by giving it a cute name, it doesn't seem so bad. It seems acceptable. So her overusing edibles or God knows what else she's doing to make it more acceptable in her mind, she calls it medication. What medication are you talking about? Medication is something you get from the doctor and you have to have a prescription for. When is the last time you've seen a doctor, Chantal? You're supposed to be on blood thinners. You're supposed to be on different medications, actual medications. You're not on those. You think an edible solves everything. Trust me, it doesn't.
Lambo! Oh my god, I freaking love you, Lambo.
Y'all, this is a binge. This right here is a binge. Look at her. She can't get the food in her mouth fast enough. This is why it's a bad idea for her to be someone that's got a problem with food and come on YouTube and put it to work rather than get therapy for it. She's taken her ED and she's given it a job. And the job is to make money. And that's why she will never stop her addictions because they're all profitable to her. But right now she's in the middle of a binge. This is a binge right here. Her and Edibles and the ED man, they all get together and they have a little party. You know, she's got a problem with food. She's gaining weight like crazy. And the edibles don't help because all the edibles do is stimulate her hunger more. And trust me, it doesn't need to be stimulated any further than what it is.
So I wanted to explain that. My emotions are just overwhelming. They're not bad though, because right now I'm super in love and I'm super excited to start a new chapter.
You know what? I disagree. I don't think you're super in love. I don't think you're super in love. You want to know why I say this, Chantal? Because I'm a former binge eater. And I'm looking at you. And you have said that you are an emotional eater. You eat your feelings. That happens with a lot of people who are binge eaters. You get upset, you're sad, you're depressed, you get angry, you eat because you're trying to push down those bad emotions. You're trying to comfort yourself. You're trying to find comfort in food. And the way you're wolfing down that food, you are not happy, ma'am. Something is going on in the background, something that's upsetting you, and you're eating your feelings again.
For me, I'm going to track down all of the virtues that make us human and try to master those instead of tracking down Lamborghinis and mansions. You know? That's what I really want to try to do because that's what freaking matters.
I apologize in advance for you guys having to see her eat.
And yeah, we can be bitchy once in a while. Everyone has limits, you know? No mansion. Why would I want a mansion?
Why would you want a mansion? Well, you were bragging for the longest about, oh, it's a mansion. And then when Pete's basically outed you, he put you on blast and said to everyone, no, it's not a mansion. It's just a 4-bedroom place in the suburbs. Now you're trying to put a spin on it. Why would I want a mansion? Why wouldn't you want a mansion? If you were in a mansion, you'd be bragging about it, Foodie. If you were in a real mansion, you brag about it in a heartbeat. Now you're saying, why would I want one? Why wouldn't you want one? You would want it for bragging rights, if nothing else.
So other people can live in it. Like, that's what I have a house right now. I'm moving into a huge house. I'm paying like $3,600 a month to live there. And
you know what I think? This is just my thoughts. I don't think Foodie's going to be living in that place alone. I think she's going to be living there with Pete's, and either he's going to be on YouTube or having a job and he's going to contribute to the household to help her pay the rent. But I also feel there's a strong possibility that she's going to have other people moving into that house because she has talked about a content house where you've got different people living there and they're all doing content and making money. And that's how she's going to be able to afford the $3,600 rent because it's going to be split between different people.
I have to freaking, I'm not even going to be there like for like months.
Liar. You're not going to go to Kuwait immediately. There's no point in getting an expensive house if you're going to move directly after. That makes no sense at all. None. That's stupid. Okay, what do we got here from Shenanigans?
Tired. I've been crying. Just, I wanted to apologize for my emotional outbursts. I had some time to reflect. I think I was a little impulsive, and usually when I'm emotionally impulsive, I go live and I rant and rave about it. Do you guys remember? I did that for a whole year.
Basically, you get high, you binge, and you run your mouth. Yeah, we know.
And I guess I'm kind of grateful that I did in that instance in the long run because it outed an evil person. But
What evil person? Who? Say
I
the
guess I
name.
just was really thinking about like what motivated this emotional outburst, and I think it's just that I have been going through a lot of changes. The emotional outburst wasn't a negative one. It's just emotions. Like it's just overwhelming emotions that I'm feeling because I'm going through so many intense changes right now.
No, you're not. You haven't changed one bit. You're still the same foodie, just wearing different clothing.
Sorry. Um I just feel like you guys feel like I'm full of shit.
Yeah, you are. That's why you're always running to the bathroom in the outhouse.
So
Well, I take that back because the outhouse is for other reasons besides going to the bathroom. We all know that.
I'm a little shy.
No, you're not.
So the fact that I'm going through so many like
Oh, shut up. You're talking bullshit right now. Okay, this clip from Bubble Butt Booty Meat Jones. Chantal admits to teaching
and yes, he said
the R slur, the R word.
the R word. I'm pretty sure he probably learned that from me because he heard me say it.
So why are you saying it? You shouldn't be saying it. Why are you using that word?
It did slip when I was talking to him.
No, it didn't slip. You said it before.
I don't know, whatever. If you're gonna like fucking hate a person for saying that's stupid, just like whatever. I'm sorry it slipped, okay?
No, you know what? You've said it too many times. It wasn't a slip. Okay, this is from Katie. Okay, look, filters on deck. This is the filtered Chantal. This is the unfiltered Chantal. Woof, what a difference. I wonder if Saul is seeing you in your real self. And there's Solly using the R word right here. All right, what else we got here? Okay, this is from Barbecue Chicken. Imagine wanting to unalive or give away your 20-year-old cat for a man. She did the same thing with Natter, so I'm not surprised. Oh,
My cat is 20, okay? If the vet tells me that it might be better for her since her quality of life is not good, it's more humane to euthanize her. I absolutely believe in that. Sweetie, why are you so sweetie? Sorry, she's really freaking cute. She's
so
on my bed. Whoops. Maybe. If you want, I'm not against that really. Well, actually, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, no, there's people who, want to. It's not about abandoning. I'm not thinking about abandoning her, actually. I'm actually taking the time to think of her. It's actually the opposite. I'm actually taking care and time and thinking about the best option for BBJ. Okay? She is queen, and I give her a lot of love and attention. So I'm trying to find the same for her while I'm gone. I'm going to be gone for 3 months. Do you think she's going to be happy with Pete's? He's not going to give her the same affection that I did, so I need somebody who will.
So why hold on a second. So why can't you give her to somebody else who's not Pete's? I mean, listen, Chantal, real talk. Ever since you got boy crazy, man crazy, whatever you want to call it, running after the D, running after the green P, you've not given a damn about your cats in over 2 years. Whatever's going on in your life, you're at that stage of life where you just don't give a damn about anything. You don't even care about yourself. So since you have two animals that are depending on you and they've been living in filth and suffering for 2 years, isn't it time to give them to somebody who will give them a better quality of life? Why won't you give them to somebody who will give them a better quality of life? Plenty of people have stepped up and said, I will take BBJ. Give her to me. Is it because you don't want people to take the cats to the vet and have the vet check them out? And if there's all kinds of health problems, are you afraid that they will be exposed about how neglectful you've been of those cats? Is that why you won't let them go? You would rather them just die in your care? That way all your secrets will stay buried? Is that it? That's what it looks like to me. That's exactly what it looks like to me. You're not even, you should have taken BBJ to the vet months ago for oral surgery. You never did. And the last time you took her, the vet had to shave mats off the back of her legs, and her claws were growing up under her feet. That should have broken your heart. Those things happening. That's just straight up pure neglect. And you've had the money to take care of them. You just never did. You've been barely feeding them. You don't change their litter box for months at a time. I mean, girl, it's time. You want to go run after men? Run after them. But do right by the cats first. Okay? Do that. You've got the option. Plenty of people will take the cats. Just do something. What else we got here?
I come home and she like normally when she would like she must be losing her hearing. I have to go up to her on the chair and go hello, and she goes like all like she was all confused. She's like she's obviously like she's freaking in like adult years, probably like a 90. Do you know any 90-year-olds who are in the epitome of good health? Because I sure as heck don't. I don't know any who are in good health at 90. Heck, I don't even know anybody who's 90.
You know what? I'm going to bring up something that somebody said in the super chat. I saved the super chat. I took a screenshot of it. Somebody sent a super chat to her in this chat saying, well, you're 40 years old and in bad health. So with your logic, you know, she's over there saying, oh, the cat's old and not in good health, so I should put her down. Well, Chantal, you're almost 40 years old. What if society looked at you that way? How would you feel? You're 38 years old. You're in really, really piss poor health. Does that mean that society should put you down? Huh? You're not even gonna try to see if she could have 5 good years left with the proper care. She could have probably 6 or 7 good years left. I had an ex-boyfriend who had a cat named Morgana that she lived to be 25 years old. And she went blind, but she got around just fine. And she was well loved. And she died in her sleep. BBJ could have 5 or 6 good years left if you gave her to somebody who gave a damn. Because basically, the feeling that I have with you from watching you, from the feeling that I've got from you is that you've been waiting for BBJ to die, doing everything possible to get her to die faster, denying her food, denying her care, just hoping that she dies just so you can get on live stream and cry and say BBJ's gone and milk it for money. I don't think you care about the cat. I think you're just looking at yet another way to make money off of death. That's how I feel. There, I said it. Let's go on to some cute clips on Twitter. So this is from Yog. Look at the babies. Look. Look at that baby. Aw. They look like 2 fluff balls. You got little marshmallow and big marshmallow. Okay, this is another one from Chantal.
Email me if you have any suggestions. I'm just thinking of what's best for them because I honestly I think it's actually responsible of owners to, if they know, like it is okay. Yes, I am a shitty ass owner. Okay, I'm a
There, she said it. She's a shitty owner, but we already knew that. You're a shitty cat owner, so you know what? You shouldn't be a cat owner. How about that? If you're a shitty owner and you know you're being neglectful to your care, give the cats to somebody who's not a shitty owner. They deserve that. For everything they've been putting up with you, they deserve that. And that way, if you want to go run off after Natter or Sala or whoever, do it. Do it afterwards, but do right by them first.
shitty ass owner. Is that you want to hear that? All right.
Yeah.
For thinking of rehoming my pets, but honestly, I do it because like I do love my pets. I do love my pets a lot.
You love them on camera, but not off camera.
So I do feel a lot of guilt with rehoming them.
No, you don't.
But I do it in the best interest of them. Because if I could find somebody to hug her and love her the way I did when I was gone, while I'm gone,
You're all. Ugh. What do you mean? I remember when you were back with seeing Natter, you would leave those cats for alone a week at a time. You never missed those cats. You were too busy chasing after the green pea.
That would be so amazing for her, you know? And same with friggin', you know, Sam gets to live in the BBJ will not want to live there. Whatever. I'm just tired.
You're always tired.
Nice.
I'm tired of
Missy.
you.
Okay, well, we'll be in touch.
I'm tired of you. That's why it took me forever to do a react you today. I'm sick of your shit. How about that? This is from D Angry Scott. This is Bingo Cat. We adopted her at 19. She had no teeth. Wanted to give her the best or whatever time she had left. We had her for 9 years. Foodie Beauty should give BBJ to a shelter. See, Chantal, cats can live past 19 or 20 years old. If they're well taken care of, they can live for a long, long, long time. It's just that you're looking at the cats as a burden, as something you have to get out of the way to get to the dick. You know, you're so obsessed with the penis. Okay. Okay, there's the Kia Ghost. All right, so we're done with all the Twitter stuff. What else we got here? Okay, before we get into that, let's get into this real quick. So this is like the video that Foodie did. Thank you for the concern. And she's wearing, I can't pronounce it right. There's a name for it. I'm so sorry. I'm bad with pronunciations. But she's wearing the full head covering. And she had this to say.
Hi guys, marhaba, assalamu alaikum. I just wanted to let you know that Pete and I and the cats are fine, and I appreciate you reaching out and offering help with the cats, but we are okay. We are dealing with these issues on our own. They are personal matters, and we appreciate the time to deal with them alone off camera. I will be back in a little while. I realize that this is disappointing for a lot of Beezers, for a lot of members, but there's a lot of changes going on in my life. And I had taken a couple of steps backwards. But
why is she doing all these jump cuts? I mean, this clip was not even like a minute long. Why are there so many jump cuts?
I need to keep moving forward. And I hope you will come with me. I just need a bit of time away. But I am okay. I promise you. Thank you for your concern.
I mean, a simple message should not take that long. So that was pretty much her video. That was just weird, Foodie. That was really weird. Here's the community post. Foodie Beauty says, yes, I now choose to wear, I can't pronounce the word. I have my own personal reasons. I am protecting my spiritual, religious beliefs and practices, as is my right to practice these without prejudice, and also without having to explain to anyone my choices. You could speculate, but it is disheartening to see so many Islamophobic comments going around. I was told, there is none though, I haven't seen any. I was told by reaction channels that my previous video was scary and looked like a hostage video. I have also seen people claim I may join ISIS. Why was my video scary? Because I was wearing I can't pronounce the word. Also, I am more than tired of the BBJ false concern. It's not false concern though, Foodie. We are concerned for her. She's an elderly cat. You've not been taking good care of her. And now you're talking about putting her down. You won't even try to see if she can stay alive just a little bit longer. Your first thought is to put her down. Yes, these cats have been on camera for years, but you are not entitled to information just because I shared it for so long. You have the right to feel concerned, but that's about all the rights you have when it comes to BBJ. The concern is not warranted since she's also being well taken care of. She's 20. Above average life expectancy, but on a bad carer. Yeah, you are. Everyone loves to point fingers at everyone else. How about looking at your own issues, gossiping, and constantly picking apart others, or hoping for their misery to occur makes you a bad person as well. So there's the community post, her being defensive. Okay, so let's get on. I know it's like 40 minutes in. There was a lot to cover. I've been gone for a minute. But let's just see part of this video by Foodie Beauty that she deleted called Moody Beauty.
Is that helping? No, it's not.
And
Hi.
and she's back to doing the in the dark live streams. I'm not sure why she's doing these. Is it because she doesn't want Sala to see how high she is? Is it because she's not wearing the head covering? I don't know. But it's ridiculous to come on camera, Foodie, and not show yourself.
Hold on, guys. Just let me, You got your Uber Eats? Okay, I'm gonna have to turn on a light. What can I do? I don't want there to be lights.
So here's a super chat saying, we know you are in portrait mode to hide the mess. Yeah, that could be part of the reason why she's doing the portrait mode, to hide the mess around her or maybe hide where she's at.
I'm not I'm not really covered head to toe. Maybe that's why. I seem extra wacky. I'm not doing too well. I just really, really, really wanted to come on here and like be cheered up by you guys because I'm just really, really just going through a lot.
Oh, fuck you.
So I just
You're not
wanted to
going
cry on a live stream with you guys. Did they turn off your light for no payment? It takes a lot for them to do that in Canada, I think. You had a panic attack? Yeah, and it's not something I can control, you know? So
I will forewarn you guys, there's a lot of bad acting in this clip. I mean, she floats from like trying to pretend to cry to laughing. You know, like she's not even really crying. She's just pretending to cry.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna Can you guys see me? Hi, Mia. Listen. And all I have to do is do them, but that's the hard part. So there's a lot of things that I'm having trouble doing just because I'm just so anxious, you know? And then I find that like, you know, Sala hasn't done anything. It's just me. It's always me. I'm just scared of being with someone normal, you know, and like fucking it up. Because like I'm mentally ill, you know, if I go there, like antipsychotic medications are illegal, inhalants are illegal. No, I'm not letting my channel go. I was
Oh Lord, the fake crying. I can't. Look, I normally don't laugh at people crying. I'm laughing at her crying because it's so fake. It's so put on. It's so phony. You know, she pretends to cry and then she giggles the next minute. Because you know what she's laughing at? She's laughing at her performance. She's laughing at the dumb people in her chat that are eating this up.
And then I feel guilty. Not guilty, but like annoyed. I'm sorry, I sound like a big fat newborn baby when I cry. And I look like one too.
So she was just crying a minute ago and she straightened up just to talk. Anybody out there you've ever gotten upset, you've had a big old mess up your face, mess up your makeup, ugly cry where your face was all swollen, your nose is swollen up, you can't even breathe. That's a true ugly cry. She's not ugly crying. She's able to talk, her nose isn't stuffed up. I give this the letter F for performance. On a scale of A to F, it's an F. It's a fail.
Oh. What? No, it's not even that. I'm excited to go. It's just, it's not that. It's, I feel really bad. You know that married man? Like the thumbnail of my stream. Well, he's been bugging me. Of course. Like I met him before Sala. And I blocked him when I was like, okay, I'm making a vow not to talk to any other men, all these like one night standers. But I blocked him on WhatsApp, and then he texted me because I forgot that they still have your number and they can text you. And then he keeps messaging me saying that, oh, why are you gonna get married? You never told me you were gonna get married. You just blocked me. What the heck is this?
You know, Foodie always puts a spin on this story. She always tries to put out the vibe that several men are chasing her. Oh, they're just desperate to be with Foodie and they're so upset that she talks to somebody else. That is the bullshit she tries to put out with people. But you know what, Foodie? The bullshit you're trying to sell people ain't nobody buying it. Ain't nobody fucking buying it. Nope. Nope. Like, listen, you're so desperate for a man. You're so desperate to be claimed. You're so desperate to be in a relationship that you'll just take anybody as long as they got a heartbeat and a penis. You're good to go. You're not looking with standards. You have none. The only standards you have are you got a penis? Are you male? You're good.
After you've seen me a few times, and I'm like, dude, you told me you're married. Like, what the hell? I'm like, so I'm getting married. I'm in love with somebody and I'm getting married. Leave me alone. No, now he's saying that he fell in love with me. He's in love with me and he wants to leave his wife. So, yes.
Oh, please. So you block this guy. You haven't talked to him in a while. All of a sudden, he's madly in love with you. Foodie, where are you getting this crap? Are you reading romance novels? Is that where you're getting this nonsense, this drama, this story arc? It's what it sounds like. It sounds like you've been reading a few books and you decide, oh, that's a good idea for a story arc for my channel.
I like really leave his wife. Like, I have a lot of guilt right now. Like, and then to add to the guilt, I'm going through my wallet, cleaning it out. Like, I'm dealing with the like Kuwait, like I'm just dealing with like everything, like trying to get my life in order. I've been dealing with my tax guy. I've been doing everything. Corpse. You are worthy, capable of self-growth. You need to focus on you and self-love before giving all your affection to others. We love you. So will others. Thank you, Corpse. Ready, shit, repeat. I can't give you an arm wiggle really well. I can give you a half arm wiggle, but it's dark. Of course, you would want, you know.
Oh, there we go. Truer words were never spoken. At Home with Melissa says, if a man would leave his wife for another woman, someday you'll be the one he leaves to. Right. The way things start out is the way they'll end up. Truer words were never more spoken.
Now that he can't have you. I think going to Kuwait will help stabilize you. I know, that's what in my soul I feel. Like, I feel so much in love with Salah. And I fell in love with like the idea of traveling already. No, that's not true.
Listen, if you want to travel, you don't need a man to do that. You can do it on your damn self. You can do it on your own. What do you need a man for? Just get yourself together, get healthy, and go travel. Why do you need a man to travel with?
Ooh.
You're supposed to be a boss bitch. A boss bitch can do anything by herself. She don't need anybody's help.
I mean, yeah, I guess I know we don't really know a lot about each other. I mean, we do spend hours a day with each other. It's not Salah that I'm crying about. He didn't do anything wrong. It's all me and my stuff, my anxiety, you know? Hi, Lambo. No, it's actually, I want to go. I am tired of being here. I want to travel. Marianne Rydnor, what's meant to be will be. You're beautiful and deserve all of someone, not some of them. Keep your head up. Thank you. Thanks, Marianne. That's nice of you. Do you want to be with me? No, I don't want to be with married guy. Of course I don't. I love Salah. But he's sleeping and I'm breathing and I'm crying out because I'm not getting any attention. I'm kidding.
No,
No, but he keeps texting me from different numbers. Come on,
you know what? If somebody's listen, if you got somebody pursuing you, which I don't think anybody's pursuing you, I think that is the pretend life that you wish you had. You wish that different men were pursuing you, and you were such a wanted woman. Although you're not, you chase after men. They don't chase after you. Trust me. But if there's a guy pursuing you and hello, they call you, you block their number, that's it. You don't talk to them, especially if you're married or about to get married, foodie.
it's not realistic. That guy's gonna just want you to come here and then he's gonna leave you and he just like blah blah blah. And I told Sala about it. Which is really not something I should have probably done, but oh my god. Oh. Why can't I do what I want, how I want, when I want? That's what I'm trying to do in my life. Go to Kuwait this week. Sorry. Oh. Because of my hair thing? Is it for sure a married guy? No, it's definitely him, Missy Moo. Because he messaged me on the WhatsApp account I always talk to him on first. And then I blocked him. Like I told him I was like, I sent him a paragraph, like I'm getting married. I sent him a picture of me in a hijab. I'm like, look, I'm getting married. It's real. Like I'm serious. Like I've committed myself to like one man now. And yes. I'm not talking. That's the thing. I'm not. He keeps messaging me, so I keep blocking. Keep blocking, and he's mentally tormenting me a little bit. But I think I got the last of the numbers. Anyway, there's that. And then I just have trouble not talking about myself or talking to you guys. I just miss you guys. I'm so used to like you guys.
You know, some of the beezers are so weird. Flop Era says, address FFG's new puppy. Why does that need addressing? It's a puppy. She just lost 2 of her dogs. And she got a new puppy. I wish her all the best with the new puppy. I saw pictures of it on Twitter. It's cute. Puppy's cute. But why does it need addressing? Some of you beezers are so fucking weird. Leave the puppy alone. It's just a puppy.
Just being there to talk to me when no one else is, I guess. I'm the beezingest beezer ever bees. Yeah, he was texting from different. Like every time I would block a number, he would text from another one. It was like stalkerish. But anyway, so that's what I was dealing with. And then also just like, and it just, I guess it reminds me of like my old life. Like, even though it wasn't that long ago, it's not a life I want anymore. I think. I mean, do you know how hard it is with so many people telling you how to feel, how I should feel, what I should do?
You know, again, I'm gonna put you on blast for this fake crying foodie. I've had my heart broken badly, badly. And if this were a true ugly cry, you would cry and you wouldn't stop because that's what an ugly cry is. You just get all in your feelings. You feel all tore up inside and you can't stop crying. You can't just pretend to cry for like a minute and then stop. That's not what a true heartbroken, ugly cry is.
Oh. Yeah, I miss you guys too, yeah. No, I don't want to talk. Yeah, I do have in real life friends, but You know, they don't deserve the whining. You guys do. I'm just kidding. I feel a lot of anxiety right now.
Oh, here we go with this super chat. Not impressive. It's Natter. She did this to make Natter jealous. Possibly, possibly, or maybe Sala is Natter. Natter's been missing for a while now. So how do we know that Sala isn't Natter just using a different profile picture? How do we know that it's not Natter? She did say she was addicted to Natter. Natter's always been the main one that she just can't seem to get away from. How do we know that Sala isn't Natter? She has yet to do a live stream with Natter. She could easily do it. She could go on StreamYard and put him on, like the second thing and show his face and all that. How do we know that Sala isn't Natter? I actually think that Sala is Natter. It's just that he's taken his name and his picture off camera and he's using somebody else's picture.
You can only see my nose. What about the rest of my face? No, I don't want to talk to a therapist. I hate everybody. No one better here. No, he didn't ask me to not turn the light on. This is me. I don't want people in my life anymore. I don't want people to even pick apart my wall. I'm just tired of it. What? Football. Maybe if I break fast, I can cure my depression. I don't fucking know. Like, how come only people in Canada need antidepressants and people in other parts of the country don't need them? This is a product of our environment. Like, they're even illegal in Middle Eastern countries. Your Alexa Pro's okay in Kuwait? Are you sure? No way! I can get over-the-counter Alexa Pro? Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm just freaking out for nothing, maybe. People all over the world wish they could. I know! What does that mean, Rusty? There's that repeat. Ammo 223. Welcome to very important meeting. Ready to me for my uterine transplant, inshallah. You can't. They become necrotic. I don't want to. I would have to purchase eggs. Then a friggin' surrogate. Like an ugly one. Oh my god! I'm too horrible! I don't want a surrogate! Why the hell do I have to worry about this shit? I'm going crazy. I think I'm going crazy. Because you need an ugly surrogate, uglier than you, because you don't want your husband to leave you for them. I need a Snickers. No, I don't. You travel to Israel, Jordan, and Sudan with Cyprelex? Look, get one of the other ones. Stop it. I will throw them all off a roof. There's no way my husband is having any more wives than me. Atomic! Welcome to Very Important Beezers. Ready, set, bees. Okay, hold on. We have a say. Yes. Lulu. No, the reason people are nervous, they don't have to be. That's stupid. Like, I know. I don't know how it works because like we're gonna be married. Like I'm married Christian, he's married Muslim. Like it's a secular wedding. It's actually like really comfortable there because it's like it's so westernized. It's basically
You know, you're saying all this about Kuwait, but yet you haven't been there once. Like, none of this makes sense to me, y'all. None of it. So she's going to be moving into a 4-bedroom house in about a week. And then after that, going to Kuwait. So when she goes to Kuwait, who's going to be there to pay the rent? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Does not even make sense. You're moving into a very expensive place. And then who knows when you'll be moving to Kuwait. So after you're gone, who's going to pay the rent? None of this makes sense. Talking about marriage to a guy she's never met, moving into a 4-bedroom place that is much, much more expensive than the villa when she was bitching and complaining about the rent at the villa. I mean, none of this makes any kind of fucking sense.
okay, so here's the thing. Yes, to be with a man from a Middle Eastern country, you have to change somewhat. You have to, and the thing is like, I'm not going to get with somebody knowing their cultural needs. Like, if you look at, I was watching 90 Day Fiance. Who was that Muslim guy? His dad wanted to kill him. Do you guys remember that? Like, that's a real thing. Like, honor killing is a real thing.
Yeah, see, a lot of people got mad at this part. A lot of people were livid over what she just said, what she's about to say.
There's honor-based civilizations, and maybe you don't agree with it, but who the fuck are we to judge? It's not us to change that, you know? Like, that's how people live. And I'm like the most dishonorable human alive. But I'm attracted to, like, usually men from those kind of societies. Necrotic. The womb transplants. I think you have to. It's only supposed to last in your system for like 1 or 2 kids, and then they remove it by surgery. But it's like super expensive and still expire. You know.
Well, you know what, Chantal, other people have pointed this out, but as far as the uterus transplant that you've been talking about for a minute, only 70 of those have ever been done. And I would think anyone getting a uterus transplant, you have to be in fairly good health, of which you are not. You're definitely not. So I don't think that even if you found someone that could do a uterus transplant, they would want to give one to you. You'd be very, very high risk. I mean, if you wouldn't get approved for weight loss surgery, you're not going to get approved for something as severe as a uterus transplant, ma'am. Nope, not at all. Not at all. Not going to happen.
Oh. Goodbye. Someone's gonna honor kill me. No hit. I'm talking about like I'm very dishonorable because of who I am, and it's like I need.
Chris says, ugh. No, Basics said that you just defend honor killings. Yeah, she just did. She just did.
I need to change things anyways. It's not for somebody. That's a thing. Like people, that's what they think, but they don't know. Like I want to change for myself. I can't. Like I'm not happy. Like just being in my room, friggin' burnt out all the time and just eating.
Well, you can change without being with a man, You can change without a man being in the picture. That would be healthy. You saying, enough. Me vegging out my room, surrounded by trash, doing edibles, being high, talking nonsense. Enough. It's time to just take out the trash in my life, clean everything up. You can do that on your own. You don't need a man. But every time we've seen you change, it's because of a man. And the change is only temporary and it's not in the best of ways.
I want to change it, but it's so hard. You know? Like. Oh. I hate my life right now. It's just. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you should. No. You- Like, now I know. The doctor told me. Like, at first, like, she wanted to wait a while before the surgery. That's why I waited so long to have it. But at the end, she was like, I don't think they're ever going to shrink. It would never work anyway with my health. It's just not something that can happen. But do you remember that the the psychic a long time ago when they told me that I would have two kids? One would be a boy and one would be a girl, and she would play piano, and he plays piano.
Foodie, you know what? You've gone on record as saying you hate kids. You said that you hate kids. And motherhood is a lifetime commitment. Fatherhood is a lifetime commitment. It's a lifetime contract. You can't even be committed to taking care of your pets. You're not even being a good caregiver to them. And they don't live nearly as long as a human child. So if you're being neglectful to a pet, God help what would happen if you had a human child. You would be the most selfish, self-centered, conceited, neglectful, hurtful, abusive mother ever. You would get angry if somebody else was giving attention to your child and not to you. You'd be jealous of your own child. You'd be a terrible mother. The only reason why you're talking about kids is because maybe the guy you're interested in, they want children. And you don't like the idea of your man going to another woman to get children. But unfortunately, you're 38 years old, you've had a hysterectomy, the option to have children is not there. So, and you're not in good health, so no uterine transplant. Maybe you can go to a surrogate mother, but that's a long, drawn out process, okay, which you would not pass. So maybe the best thing for you is to find a guy that doesn't want children. Children don't, they're not a deal breaker, but you're always going for guys that want more than what you have to offer.
You know what I mean? Like, if you aren't happy, clearly Sabrina's not happy. To be a nasty bitch for, like, no reason. Goodbye. I think staying inside all day is making you get into your head. I don't know. It's not about Kuwait or anything. Kuwait's amazing. My own insecurities. A psychic told Blair why she was pregnant. I know.
Okay, somebody's saying in the chat that the uterine transplant, it costs $250,000. I don't know if that's true, but I imagine it's not a cheap procedure. So this Sala person, would he loves Foodie so much, would he would be willing to fork out that amount of money when he can just go get another woman pregnant for free?
Oh, I'm on an oil rig, or I can't meet you now, or I have no doubt the scamming thing is stupid. You have to get a fiance visa. Who? To be here? Mm-hmm. He can't. I don't know. I really don't know. But it's weird, I guess, because he hasn't mentioned like really coming here right now. I mean, eventually, maybe, yeah.
Well, wait, she said she was moving over there. So she slipped up and said he's coming over here. So everybody's been talking about that maybe he's marrying Foodie for citizenship. And I've heard that there's a lot of people over there that they're looking to get out of the country perhaps and looking for any means to do so. So is Sala going to be marrying her for citizenship? Like I said, Foodie, you get married to somebody, it doesn't mean it's a happy marriage. It's going to be your own personal private hell. Trust me, it will.
He's probably just as excited, maybe learning different culture, being here with me. But maybe he likes Canada more because he doesn't want to like go to the U.S.
Or maybe you're just somebody with a lot of money and you wear your heart on your sleeve and you're desperate to say that you're married, and he studied you and figured out this desperate woman with money, she's stupid enough that she wants to be married, so I'll marry her, I'll give her what she wants, and then I'll get what I want. But it doesn't mean I have to be a good husband. It just means I have to be a husband.
But no matter what, we have to come here at some point. I'm not going to be like stuck in the Middle East forever. At least I don't think so. A court wedding, not bougie. Oh yeah, a simple wedding with like family only, maybe. I don't know. I'm like a stranger. Well, I'm still the same person. I'm just not farting right now. That's okay, Kayla. Thank you. My daughter's fiance is just in New York, and I cannot in another country if I want to. I don't have to apply to get married. No, I won't have instant citizenship at all. I won't even have. I won't have Kuwaiti citizenship ever. I'm a woman, number one, and I would have to like apply in like 20 years or something. A lot of people don't. It's really hard to get Kuwait citizenship. Hey, Miss Mellis. 3 months is a long time, but it's like I he's gonna be on vacation for like a whole month. He's switching job. He's getting another job. So for that whole month, me and him, I was gonna like.
But I thought he was rich. So this is not making sense to me. Okay, so Salah's over there taking pictures of himself in front of nice cars, which anybody can do. Anybody could walk anywhere, find a nice car, find a nice house, take a picture, and make it seem like that car or that house belongs to them. But I thought he was rich, this guy. But he's over there switching jobs. I mean, if he's rich, why is he switching jobs?
He's gonna take me everywhere. I'm gonna film a whole month's worth of like content in Kuwait, doing everything, all the food, all the.
I'm sorry. I've never been to Kuwait. I'm not judging a place or people that I've never seen, never been exposed to, but I just don't see the people in Kuwait being happy about Foodie whipping out her camera and showing them on camera. I just don't see how that's going to fly.
Stuff, all the places to go. I don't have a good life right now. I don't, Kayla.
That's
I'm
your
not
fault.
happy with my life at all.
And whose fault is that? I mean, you are the captain of your ship. If you're not happy, whose fault is that? Yours.
At all. Even moving to a house, even living in Canada, I'm not happy. Like, do I look happy? Not. And I know people think no matter where I go, I don't know, like, at least 1,000 brain cells to leave a comment now. Even a super chat, especially if it's only $2. Please vlog it. He takes my camera. Shut up. Yeah, Chris, thanks for beezing. I have to pay our last month. You know that, right? We're moving, like I told you, a couple months ago. And they're like, oh, they're like, so you're moving? I'm like, yes, we're moving. They're like, you don't want to stay here anymore? No, we don't want to stay. I'm not going to Iraq.
You know what, guys? We've seen enough of Foodie. You get the gist. This is all a performance. So she did this live stream. Look, her, stop playing with the cord. My cat is playing with the cords over here. I don't want her to unplug my computer. With that. Bad girl. You guys get the gist of what's going on here. She did this live stream. You saw the clip from Gary Unfiltered where she was asking people to send her money through PayPal, and then she deleted it because she knew she screwed up and we were going to drag her for it. But she deleted this one, and I'm going to go see what else she deleted. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this react video. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good one. Bye-bye. And please subscribe to Just Saying. I'm going to leave a link for her video in the description. I forgot to mention that in the beginning. I am sorry, Just Saying. Y'all take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.